Hello, Mixer, and welcome to Friday Nights. We are here with Legacy of Acaen, episode 16, Judgements. So, before we get started here, as we get started with every week, I'll go ahead and get over to the campaign screen. A couple ways that you can affect today's game, as always. You can retweet the tweet that is linked in the chat below. You can ask any of the mods for the link, and they will happily have it for you. As we can get 10 retweets, we give all the players advantage on the table. 20 retweets, everyone gets an extra 20. The higher we go, the more we give things, as you see Epi down there in the chat. So, coming up on it, we have a midnight game tonight, which will be combat heavy. Versus some drow in our Discord world of Perel. There's a ton of information. Ask the mods. They'll be happy to get more information out to you. Outside of that, we're going to do a recap tonight, but we'll go in and redo another round of introductions by the players, and we'll get into it. So, hello, players. And what are you looking at?
Hi.
Hi, Seth.
Really
Hello.
bad timing, as always.
Seth.
Hello.
So, why don't everyone go ahead and introduce the characters?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas indeed. You're a little bit late. So, Spartans, 282, who are you playing tonight?
Hi, I am playing Antlyn. He is a drow, but he doesn't know. Well, he now knows that. Very pale skin, silver eyes, white hair that is kind of wild, up in a ponytail-ish style. He has dark green armor and a cloak. No, dark brown armor with a cloak because he wears leather armor. Brown pants. You gotta give him brown so nobody else can see when he crapped himself. He's a ranger, bow and arrow, swords. That's it.
Okay. And next, we have Miss Firefly Arc.
Hi. I play Illiyanna. She's a half elf with long black hair and green eyes, and writes in a notebook sometimes.
And by sometimes you mean all the time, let's be honest.
I that is true. She has gotten better. She just wants to learn about a whole lot of things and share even more information. And she's a bard. She doesn't get to do many bard things, but she tries.
Alright, and next we then have Craig.
Hello. I play Maad Ringer, the unimposing man. Easily forgotten. He's in his late 20s. He has medium-length brown hair, brown eyes. The only distinguishing mark would be his flakes in his eyes. He carries gruff and green leather armor.
And your mic is a little cutting in and out right now. Just to give you the heads up.
That's not my mic anymore. A new mic.
So then it's your internet. So, that will take us to Azuri the kitty.
Hi. I am playing the one and only Roselynn Lindequell.
Roselynn Lindequell.
Really?
No, Roselynn Clearwater. Whatever.
That's the plot twist. We got it now.
We don't get to go back when it's live,
Gosh, no, it's Roselynn Clearwater, I swear.
Okay.
And
Found your secret.
I know, 16 episodes, and it was out of character, but we found your secret all along.
the nasty secret that even she won't know and will hurt.
So,
Um,
tell us about Roselynn Clearwater, not Roselynn Lindequell, please.
she's a crippled.
She is.
She has no feeling, and she's unable to move her lower half of the body. So she has she has someone carry her around, and but when she used to have movement and she was able to stand, she's actually surprisingly short of short person, short height, very
Very Lindequell.
like no.
She had an affinity for punting halflings too.
Yeah.
Speaking of halflings getting punted, sorry, it was too good of a transition. Nasi, who are you playing since you no longer play Thomas since he was brutally murdered?
Not
Yes.
bad.
Yes, I play Samuel L. Darkwater.
The L's new.
And yes, Samuel L. Darkwater. He's a human monk who was picked up by the party and is currently making the party majority being able to walk because two of them have issues.
Well, no, only one.
Or one of them has issues now. Only one has an issue.
I am the weakest link.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
Okay, done.
No.
So, all joking aside, the beginning of last session. Craig, where was the party at the beginning of last session?
In the middle of a bubble of light, as it
Beginning,
struck.
not ending. You went right to the end. We're using time here. Beginning of last session, where did you guys find yourself?
We were on a hill.
Overlooking supposedly what?
Helm.
Okay. So,
Burning or smoke.
looked like just post the battle. As you guys started to transverse this battlefield, spotting only briefly something which scared Illiyanna. Then who did you meet, Illiyanna?
I met the nicest old man. He knew magic! Lots of it. He was also kind of like chaotic evil as well. And like
Please.
the Lord of Magic and
Dark magic.
dark magic. And he saved people on the battlefield if they were worthy and had innate magical abilities, so that was nice. He was a nice guy. He fixed up Maad.
Yes, he ultimately fixed Maad's hobble. So,
Also called us cowards.
mm,
But-
true.
He's not exactly wrong, I guess, from his point of view.
So, you guys then began to progress towards this city. And, Antlyn, what kind of creature did you encounter first when you were inside the city? Sparks. Good job. Excellent insight.
Oh,
How about Roselynn? What kind of creature?
we don't know what it is, but it was like a very small green looking creature with bug-like eyes and nasty little fangs and sharp teeth and claws. Stood on two legs, had a tail.
And it stabbed you.
Yeah, it stabbed me. It called Roselynn half dead. Called me half dead. Wanted to eat me. No, thank you.
So, you guys took refuge in a house. Sim, what happened when you took refuge in the house?
We took refuge in the house, and then a little, and then we heard like thuds and like tremors basically, and a few of the party looked out and saw this big demon with hooves and horns and bracelets and rings for some strange damn reason, and we thought we were being all sneaky, and we weren't. He charged right at us and grabbed up a few of the party.
Okay, and the party was taken towards a cage of sorts, and eventually this greater thing was slain, and you encountered who, Illiyanna? Who did you then encounter inside that could see you?
Dos Islas.
Serious.
Serious.
And he attempted to make a deal with the party,
He did.
and
He
no
was
one
very concerned.
took the deal. So, at the end of the session, as Maad was saying, you made your way out, and it almost felt like an arrow made of pure light impacted the ground around you before it built up and your vision faded. As you all start, hands up, just still trying to block the light that it had fully encompassed you. you find it's bitter cold, and you see yourself in a landscape much similar to the one on the roll 20 that we have for chat. Snow, what seems to be snow, all around you, a night sky, as you stand there and almost devoid of anything.
Okay. Anybody have an idea what?
What?
I couldn't understand him.
They even have an idea where we are.
Illiyanna pulls out the map.
The map shows nothing.
She pokes
It
Roselynn.
still shows you at Lakehelm.
Yeah.
According to this, we're in Lakehelm. I think that's what you said, so.
Yeah.
She shows the map to whoever wants to see it. Just so they can see.
So they're forward in time or backwards in time again? I want to know.
I don't know. It's a little cold. Maybe we went backwards this time.
Look around for any destruction or bodies.
Nothing. It seems like a field of snow, as far as your eyes can see.
Filled with snow?
It's
Can I-
pretty.
On the ground.
No, Samuel was carrying you, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using you as a coat.
Unless he jerked away like a horse in fright when the bright light happened. And you fell to the ground or something.
Did a
Nay.
whinny.
Nay.
Addie. Whoa. Oh,
It's there, is what I can tell you on your roll.
All right.
I mean, that's really all I can give you on that.
Is Roselyn's leg still crippled?
Do you ask?
Yeah.
How do you attempt to feel your legs, Roselynn? Or do you pinch her?
I'll
Yeah.
also do this. I'll go over and
You're being pinched, you don't feel it. It's not.
oh.
Illiyanna. But you don't know what it is.
And we see that light in the distance.
Yeah.
This isn't snow.
It's not snow.
No.
What is it?
Looks down and touches it. Is it ash?
Same texture as ash, but there's no warmth.
I guess I'll lean down, grab a handful, and smell it.
It's ash.
This seems to be half of everything.
You're cutting in and out so bad.
Yeah.
He said it seemed to be the death of everything. I assume.
The aftermath.
That was clear.
I'm going to try and reset my internet.
Okay. We'll be here when you get back.
Tacklux.
We may be dead, but we'll be here. Carried by the wind, or
There doesn't seem to be wind at all.
okay.
Are there
Is-
mountains in the distance, or is it
Yeah,
just
you
a
can
flat
see the
terrain?
little mountains and
Dude,
What-
it's nighttime,
rises
right?
and hills.
What year is it?
Is
It would have seemed to be.
We don't know.
So you don't know.
what? Is there still ash falling?
No. Everything's settled.
Are there any
I'm
like?
gonna-
If I listen, what do I hear?
The sounds of your party breathing.
That's it?
That's it.
If I use my hand to wipe away the ash on the ground, is it like more ash, or is it?
Looks like ash has been
Solid.
baked and is partially frozen out under that.
So it's cold out?
Oh yeah, it's bitter cold.
Samuel looks at the party. Can we get somewhere warm? No offense, but kind of cold.
we don't see any landmarks or anything, do we? Or houses?
Nothing.
No trees, just the light. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
There's some mountains in the distance. I'm not sure that would be any warmer, but we could try heading there, or we could take... Do we see that light in the distance?
You do.
Or that's
Yes.
just... Oh, we could head toward the light. That's...
I was always told heading towards the light was a bad thing, but in this case, it may be a good thing.
Does it look like it's the light of a fire or a magical light?
It's like an indescribable light.
Well, our only choice now is, I guess, to go towards it, right? If I turn around, is there anything behind us?
Much of the same. Slow rolling hills of ash.
Are there any kind of like footprints or anything that we can see in the ground in the ash? Okay, making sure.
Yep.
There's not any animals.
I'm gonna check on that wound that Roselynn got from that creature. I want to check to see if it's like getting infected or anything like that.
Sure.
Just and start bandaging it.
Give me medicine.
Okay, let me roll it quick.
I have a healer's kit.
So Roselynn makes his way over, starts poking and prodding at your leg that you don't feel. About the area you were stabbed. Wait,
She-
roll.
Looks down at it, or tries to.
Samuel tries to hold her still.
I don't
Are you
notice
checking?
anything.
Checking out the wound.
He is.
Look at that.
Thank you.
There's nothing around. There's no footprints, no sounds, no nothing. We had talked about going towards the light because it's cold, and Samuel requested a fire.
Illiyanna, there's very fine black kind of lines emanating from where she was stabbed. Doesn't look good.
Doesn't look what?
Doesn't look good. Antlyn missed it, however.
There's Antlyn. There's little teeny tiny black lines where she was stabbed.
I can't feel anything.
Like poison?
Maybe not kind of, but you don't know that it is poison or what it is.
Checking it out. Does it look necrotic?
Maybe some
Alright.
sort of necrotic based.
That's not good. That's almost magical.
She'll Illiyanna will bring a hand and cast Lesser Restoration. See if it helps.
Unchanged.
Now that she pointed it out, because I do have those herbs and poultices, I think that help with I guess antitoxins or something like that. Can I try to scrounge something up to put over it?
You kind of pull open your little pouch of herbs, and as soon as they hit the air, they just turn to ash.
What?
Guys,
Yeah, yes.
That's not good. Let's head toward the light. Maybe we'll find someone or something along the way. Or maybe we can find... Antlyn, you're good at nature, right? So maybe you'll find some plants we can use.
scan around again. Look back to Illiyanna. That's if it's not buried underneath all this ash and snow.
It's a really good idea.
I have my doubts if there's gonna be even any plants around here. This place looks like a desert. Except cold and ashy.
Oh, we won't know till we try. Come on. And she'll start walking.
I have questions.
Yes.
What secret was Brienne hiding?
Yeah.
Don't know. Look
Did-
at Brienne.
I'm not sure. I don't. She never
The
confided in us.
the people we're walking, I guess, the entire while we're talking. The people said that there was the person. It's so cold.
Well,
The person said that there was a secret. That's what caused my people to be killed.
what do you know? What did you all know about her? Let's start with that.
She came on a day I had a dragon. I'm not exactly the most, senior monk over there, or wasn't.
Did you know that? Out of character, I don't remember if she told that she came from the Outer Planes.
She did.
So, yeah, Roselynn say, I don't. Did you guys know that she came from the Outer Planes?
The endless planes to be.
The Endless, my bad. The Endless Planes.
Again, not the most senior thing, but in those planes are death. She couldn't have come from there.
They were.
There's a
No.
tribe. There are
I
lots of-
actually come from an area that is beyond the Endless Plains. I traveled them to get to this area. They're not death.
Samuel looks at him, and Samuel looks at Maad. Yeah, sure, buddy.
You can accept dragons and magic, but not that.
Dragons and magic.
You can accept dragons and magic, but not that.
I've actually seen both.
Fair
Right.
point.
Technically, I believe, are we heading into the Endless Plains to
We
find
don't know.
that one place? We don't know.
Well,
That-
the party
We
does.
don't know.
Doesn't.
Yeah, that's what she's saying that to the party. Like, aren't we supposed to like go to like Acaen's Hollow? Isn't that like out there?
Up on the plains. Go to the little bit just to the right. Get past up the mountains. Supposed to find some weapons. Looks to Maad. Does this look any way, shape, or form familiar to you?
No.
Okay, so, or at least not
This-
the way you traveled in the Endless Plains.
Not the way I traveled, no.
I can help guide, but you guys know I've not really been out past where I live.
Well, we don't even know where we are right now.
We're following a light. She points to the light. That's as much as a direction as I know of right now. And we're telling Samuel in what we know of Brienne, which wasn't much.
Okay.
What does the light look
This-
like?
As you see it on the screen.
Okay.
As you guys travel and have these conversations, say Antlyn has the best between thank you, TC. As you continue down this road or kind of
See.
path that you're on, Antlyn, like everyone realizes it's been long. Based on being a ranger and stuff, your internal clock, I would say, is probably a slight bit better than everyone else's. And you've probably been traveling for 12 hours. Make me a perception check. I don't think you're any closer to the light. I don't know if you shared that, but that's you're feeling internally.
Huh.
So cold, so cold.
Guys,
Yes.
Oh, Illiyanna gives you a blanket. I think I have a blanket. I think I actually have a blanket. Hold on.
It'd be over me.
we have bedrolls, remember?
You'll be fine. You can poke your head out. You can lean on his shoulder like the doggies do when they're on their back.
Now I'm gonna be Yoda. Thank you.
I just
Hold the door.
imagine...
You are already Yoda in this position.
Hold the door.
Oh, come on.
I just imagine them now like just walking around in a potato sack. Anyways, Antlyn's gonna look to the group and say, guys, we've been walking for a very long time now, and I don't know what we're meant to do here, but we're not getting any closer.
With all due respect, I'm getting tired. No offense, miss, but you're heavy.
Speaking of which, just like you actually read my mind, make a Constitution save. Samuel?
Damn it!
I was getting to it once you guys stopped talking. You just led into it beautifully.
I have candles, guys.
Excellent.
We do have torches too.
Con save or just a regular con?
Con save.
We could light one of those and would probably give our position away, but at least we would be warmer. Unless someone actually has a blanket. I looked, I have a bedroll.
And you do realize what you labeled your name as, right?
Yes. Sorry.
So, you watch Samuel holding Roselynn just collapse to his knees, dropping her in the ash to the point of poof.
Move over. You okay?
Roselynn, are you okay?
Man down.
Let's
Samuel.
get you up.
Samuel looks up and goes, I'm not used to this.
It's my turn to carry her.
I got Samuel. And I'm going to take out my bedroll and some rope. And I'm going to pretty much ask him to... hold on, I'll do this in character. Samuel, can you get into this bedroll for some warmth? I will tie the ropes around you and drag you myself.
Samuel is shivering, probably lips are turning, slightly blue from the cold because, monk garb doesn't really have,
Not a lot
preparation.
of warmth.
Yeah, not a lot of warmth in this. And he'll, nod, shaking, shivering, putting his arms, his hands shaking as he puts them to his arms, trying to rub them and get warm as he gets into the bedroll.
Shellfish, you read a Tusker to cuddle? What?
No, Dusker is not on your head. It is in the bag, shivering.
Oh, Red Tusker!
We're all shivering, right?
She hugs him.
So Samuel goes, who?
Yeah.
Red Tusker!
I don't think we should bring him out.
Do we have another party member that I'm not aware of?
Here, we should also keep our strength up, and I'm going to cast Goodberry.
Radadaskar is the squirrel.
You have a squirrel?
Antlyn, you go to cast Goodberry with your mistletoe. Nothing happens.
Yes. Antlyn just blinks again and says, my magic isn't working.
At
What?
which time, I would try Eldritch Blast off to the behind us.
Throw your hands out. Nothing.
Not it. This is what happened to me during my trial.
Illiyanna, you know what I'm going to ask now.
What?
Is this common?
Well,
As-
no. No, it's not. Points to Maad, but he said... Sorry, Maad, you were saying this happened to you during your trial? What
Yes. I lost the black. And I start looking around frantically.
There's nothing, just ash as far as you can see.
Do we still see our footsteps?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure we're not...
Alan's just gonna shake his head, and then he's going to pull out a torch and try to light it.
It slowly flickers at a dull burn.
It's still working?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, he's gonna hand it to he's gonna hand it to Samuel and say, if you want warmth, I would stay close to this. And then he begins like tying not a tight rope tie, but like a loose tie around his legs.
With all due respect, sir, I'm kind of in the bedroll. I don't know really how I'm going to hold this and not light it on fire.
Illiyanna will touch Roselynn. She'll try and cast prestidigitation to warm her up.
Nothing.
Piece of her clothing.
I pick Roselynn up on my back.
Right.
Basically, what I'm doing.
So you lift up Roselynn on your back. And
What I'm basically doing is tying the rope in a way where part of it will
you're
wrap
trying
around.
to make a sled. I got you.
Yeah.
Maad, you touch. You're picking up Roselynn by the leg, and there's a little bit of wetness on your hand.
Look at it.
The wrap Antlyn put on her leg is very discolored, almost black.
And I set her down, and everybody come look at this.
Samuel leaves the warmth of the bedroll.
Samuel, stay there. It's okay.
Samuel stays in the warmth of the bedroll.
He does the inchworm when you don't want to get out of the sleeping bag, so he just flops over and inchworms his way over.
Oh. Illiyanna will go over. What happened? That looks... I assume it looks much worse than it did before?
Never uncovered it yet.
Oh.
But the wrap is black.
Oh. That's probably not good. She takes it off?
He's
Yeah,
just,
spread from... She got stabbed just above the knee on the outside, and it's spread almost halfway up her calf. Halfway up her thigh and halfway down her calf. The vein is black. Pussy. Draining from the wound.
Just a flesh wound?
Really?
Yeah, this is not a flesh wound. Does my leg need to be amputated off or something? I mean, I don't feel...
Well, there's a problem. I mean, if... We could. Could. But...
There's probably 2 signs its ties from before as well.
Oh. Well, that's not good. Does it... maybe it's medicine. Hold on.
Rosalind's face is pale right now. She's visibly worried.
What is your medicine question?
It's because she wanted to look at it and see if it was something that looks like the flesh is being eaten away from the inside, or if it's some... Oh. Oh, lovely. Oh, she's... Your hole's a little bit bigger. I don't know if you can see that.
Can she see that? Yeah.
You look over, yeah. It's not a good sight to look at, Roselynn.
Yeah, she makes like a face.
Your heart would sink to your feet if you could feel it.
Um, this is
Speaking of,
okay.
Alan's gonna check for bandages. Are they all ash too, or was it just
No, there's still
the
bandages.
herbs?
Just the herbs.
He's gonna take out his water skin. Is it still water, or is it just empty?
It's water.
Okay. He's gonna look to the rest of the group and tilt his head and just say, if you want to continue to live, and this is just an option, we might have to cut it.
I mean, I do want to live. Yes. I won't feel the leg being amputated. That's a bonus, but
She did mention this before. I don't know if you heard this part.
She did?
I don't think I'll be able to continue if
Well, I don't know if we can heal you is the thing. My normal way of healing is not working, I don't believe.
What's the
She
amount?
tries to she tries to cast cure wounds.
Nothing.
well, we need to find a cure. Okay, yeah.
Are there rocky ash on it?
What are you gonna do?
Are there rocks around without the ash on it? Like a plain...
Everything is covered in ash. You could
Okay.
potentially take time to clear ash off of one of these like jutted out rocks.
I'm gonna start doing that for using my broom of flying. It's still a
Using
broom.
your broom of flying as a broom. I like how this is the least expected use of a broom of flying ever, and we're having it here tonight. So, you take out your magical broom of flying, an item which will go down in the legends of being one of the most useful items ever, and most sought after items. And how do you use your broom of flying? I sweep. Continue.
I wish to sweep my enemies to death.
I would like to rage sweep. If only you were barbarian mad.
You sweep east to west.
So yeah, you begin sweeping. I mean, the rest of you look over and blink as he takes out this magical item. He walks over, like, oh, he's probably gonna go scout or something, and he just stands up and just starts going at the rock, sweeping like a pro.
What are
You're not sure if he's lost his mind or what he's doing, but
If we're going to cut the leg, I want to make an area where the ash won't be.
Maybe we should find a.
tell me hospital. Tell me hospital, because I'll let you roll perception for it.
Maybe a clinic or a.
No one perception.
Oh,
As you're
God.
looking around, hoping for this.
Healed clinic of good faith.
What ails you?
You mean the Thorlodor Clinical Center, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that message. I was
Perception.
gonna say, yeah, perception. Yeah. So had you rolled from a 2 to a 20 on the dice, you'd get this answer. There's ash, lots of it. Had you rolled a natural 1, you would have hallucinated and seen a clinic.
I wish.
Oh,
There was a chance.
I wish. But no, she'd be like, maybe. How far up is the black stuff? Is it
Approaching your hip area. You swear you can see it just slowly sliding and grasping, like a hand just sliding up.
Maybe there's a.
She-
Maybe I still have more time.
It's up to her hip. I thought it was only at the knee. Okay.
It's midway. It was midway up her thigh and midway down her calf from
okay.
the knee injury. It's slowly spreading. It's getting towards her hip.
Yeah,
in
it's too
Roselyn's
late to
mind, she
amputate.
can watch it creep. Oh, you could below the hip. A double AK. A. Below the knee amputation.
I don't think would we have the.
You were hoping to do a BK, right? A below the knee amputation.
Just above the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do.
Quick ending old priest and young priest.
We can either cut it, or I'm not sure if cutting to drain it would work.
What if we burn the wound? Maybe it'll stop.
That works for a small thing. You're.
Illiyanna,
I know.
do you happen to own a bowl?
Yeah, I do.
Do you pull out your bowl?
I do.
You put it next to Roselyn's leg, and it fits in perfectly.
Oh,
It holds a regular bowl.
Wait, what?
With
You can set a
Yes.
bowl inside the missing pieces of flesh.
Oh.
It's not like it started off like a quarter.
yeah.
It's that deep. Okay, we need to cut it.
started to literally eat away at your flesh. You traveled for 12 hours. And blood goes down when you're being held upright. Which means there's more circulation.
So it's up to her hip, or it's
It's about midway up the thigh. It's creeping towards her hip.
So the best way to not have it circulate any faster would be
Hold you
I
upside
mean-
down and have it drain into you.
no.
Let's not do that.
If we think,
No, let's not do that. I disapprove
If-
of this notion.
if you think about it, sooner or later your leg's gonna fall off either way. But that is morbid.
with Samuel just looks at the party and says, "Okay, we have a couple options. One, he can drag her, and I can try and catch my breath by not carrying her."
I'm sorry, but I have to read this comment.
Okay.
Epi, in the chat, just goes Roselyn's the board out of operation, sorry.
Oh.
I hope you guys practice your operation skills.
Oh.
Can we put a red light on her nose? That way we know if we screw up.
Oh man, had this been mentioned at table, I would actually go get operation out and physically do the skills.
Pail of water. Got it. The other option.
Operation the game. It's just.
That's what we're talking about. The other option would be we just we cut the leg off now. We burn it with the torch to keep it from.
Whoa.
It's spreading too fast.
But
Cut the leg, burn it with the clean it first with water.
Have you guys brought her over to where Craig, Maad has?
I would assume. So.
Not yet, but
Not yet.
now.
It's okay. I'm just gonna sit here like an evil villain and just pet the cat.
Gotcha.
That's fair.
No, Mrs. Clearwater, we expect you to die.
So, as many friends is back in the fridge. What are you guys doing? I mean, is she still laying where Samuel dropped her? Have you moved her over to the rock? I'm wondering what amount of fear she has based on the surroundings. She's gonna have less fear if she's in the middle of the ash at this moment, because she knows Maad is clearing it off in case they have to amputate. If she's on that rock, I'm sure she's a lot more panicked. That's why.
I mean, if she fit a bowl in it, I'm not saying Illiyanna's looking around to see what the inside of her leg looks like, but she might be bending
it's
down.
black and you can see some weight in there. Probably.
No, I'm pretty sure.
You can't feel anything, right?
Roselynn is. No, she can't feel. You can't feel anything.
No, she asked you in character.
No,
That was in character.
Oh, she just shakes her head. She's like, "I'm not feeling anything."
Cool.
She been
What?
poking and prod.
Yeah.
Why?
Poking and prodding inside your leg with a dagger.
Her
I'm being careful.
Roselyn's face is just her whatever pinkness or redness or color that was in her face. It's pale.
She tries to.
Feel that?
She uses her natural reflex to attempt to chameleon by turning gray as ash.
Ah. Like your name. Clear.
What if we like tie something around my leg and
If that's what you want to
Keep
do, we can try that.
Samuel looks at him and goes, "You
Go ahead.
mean cut off the circulation and kill the leg anyways?"
I
How about this? Roselynn, what do you want to do?
be a burden?
Besides that, what do you want us to do?
You're not a burden. Illiyanna says from somewhere down your hip.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
You're more now a research project.
If I poke here, what would happen?
As you
I'm
poke
trying
there,
to-
Illiyanna, there's a squirt of like this black viscous liquid that stains the ground.
Probably not good.
No, keep sipping.
Oh. That's really not good. Did you know your blood's black?
What?
Nothing.
The rest of you see like a little squirt of black blood.
No, you like there's black blood on there. It's probably just where it has a bunch of the infection or whatever is causing this.
It seems to be continually squirting.
Well, that
Roselynn,
doesn't seem great.
what do you want us
I
to
want to
do?
wrap my hands up and I want to try and stop it.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
give me a dexterity check.
Sweet.
How this turned into the ER, I don't know.
Oh god.
Yeah, you wrap your hands up with Antlyn's bandages he's been holding out, waiting to see if they're gonna wrap it or what they're gonna do.
Really?
And you just start going in like you see one hand is like pulling like part of the meat off the bone, and she's trying to fish around for like this thing. You can't find it in this one. You can roll again for me if you're trying a second time.
Please.
You don't feel anything.
Yeah,
no,
but she's just staring in horror. Like,
yeah. That you still can't find it. It's squirting a little bit quicker now. Roselynn, your head feels a little dizzy.
But squirting isn't good.
Just stop.
Now's when we tie it off.
Okay.
Okay.
Are there-
Hold on. That's an excellent idea to tie it off. However, there was a roll made first. There's a small tearing sensation in your hands, Illiyanna. And the little squirt becomes almost like a slow rising puddle of blackness filling in that hole. The bleeding has gone from a minor trickle to a broken dam.
Oh no. That's not good. Is it all black?
Yeah. Roselynn, you look, and everything goes fuzzy.
I can't think. What?
You're having
World.
trouble seeing.
Okay.
World
I'm
spinning.
gonna do this because it's getting dire now. Ellen's gonna cut the leg above where the blackness is.
What are you doing?
Make me an attack. You don't know. You are currently
Oh my
on
god.
the baseline of being incapacitated because your femoral arteries have been torn in half. You're
Sorry?
bisected. She may have that one.
Oh no! Please don't that one.
She already did.
Sorry.
You.
That's why your vision went blurry.
I was trying to stop the bleeding.
She was. So, Antlyn, I need a attack. Oh my god!
Please don't let it be in that one.
Yes.
Why?
Hold on, no. Just in case you don't believe me. I just for this, just for your
Wow.
Just so you realize I am not picking on you.
Wow. Of all the times to do this.
There you go. There you go. So, Antlyn comes down with a scimitar.
Why?
He does find purchase. Really good purchase. However, it's definitely, I mean, Antlyn, you were going for above the blackness. And you do make it. You definitely are above the blackness. The rest of you look slightly in horror. As Roselynn, you feel pain. You weren't supposed to feel pain.
What's going on?
He's just cut you in half.
What?
He went up about 6 inches too much, just, nervous seeing the blood, and he hit you about waistline.
What's going on?
Torch now.
Didn't go all the way through,
And
so you're not in 2 pieces, but
can I have stuff from the healer's kit? Can I help bandage with that and stuff?
well, which injury are you addressing? You have the bleeding out down low, and now they're bleeding much higher up in the abdominal cavity. Roselynn, you just
Above?
look
First?
down, you
Guess
feel
I
the
still have
pain,
to right off, I guess.
and you just watch Roselyn's head go back, slam. Thing.
I'm just-
She's out cold. She's lost too much.
Gotta ask this: the blood that comes from the wound that's higher up, is it red or is it black?
It's red. There's tinges of black, little bits, but you don't know if that's because when he hit, it squirted. You're looking at the blood. You have to give an investigation check for the current bleeding to see if there's black in there. But in terms of like the spray, he also hit with enough force that her leg was jerked. So you're not sure, but you can give me an investigation to look. Don't worry, if you're not one, nothing bad can actually happen here.
I doubt that very seriously.
Thank you.
That's an 11. That's a 10. It looks like blood, but again, you're quickly looking, and I mean, she is currently bleeding out. So, Illiyanna, you wanted to try and address the bleeding in the abdominal cavity.
Yeah.
You can make me a healer's check roll.
What?
The healer's check. So it's wisdom plus proficiency. If you have medicine as a skill, you can use medicine.
Okay.
If you have proficiency with it, because the healer's kit gives you proficiency for addressing wounds. So you look at it, Illiyanna, before you go in, and there are things that should be inside that are outside. And you never trained for this, based on that 11. So
Nope.
you're gonna do your best.
Antlyn, do you know
How to put the insides back inside?
I mean, I can try. I can put those suckers back in there. But,
The suckers.
Hugs.
I'm sorry.
Roselynn, need a death save.
Oh God.
Antlyn, I don't know if your medicine's better than mine, Antlyn, is the thing. Because her wisdom's not the greatest.
On a scale
Might be
of
trained at medicine.
1 through 20, I'm feeling like a 2 or a 1.
Oh God, my medicine's higher than you. God darn.
The bleeding starts to pick up.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Samuel looks at her and says, "I will help. Give it to me."
Okay.
Okay. You can just click the medicine if you don't have proficiency in it, Samuel.
Okay.
You remember seeing someone catch it one day, like catch a blade in training. that was supposed to be dulled and be opened up. Do you own a water skin?
I do.
Alan has his out also with his bandage. Well,
Samuel
had
just
bandages.
takes your water skin and takes the bandages and starts just soaking them and just pushes not all the way in, but wraps the inside and just starts wrapping her stomach. Roselynn, another death save. Because you are still bleeding out from the femoral artery. You had multiple things. Yeah, it's slowly going. The bleeding seems to slowly subside, but it's still going to be touch and go with her.
Are we going to burn
She's
that
going to bleed
section?
out if her leg's not addressed.
Samuel will say, I will take. I will try and take care of the leg as well.
There's two options here, Samuel.
Okay.
You can have your leg man potentially hit the abdominal cavity again, or you can go. You can attempt a dexterity check to try and find that vein and pinch it off.
Let's go with the dexterity check.
Okay. So you just see Samuel just thrust his hand up into the wound. Oh, buddy. You feel for a second and then you lose it. Rousing death save. You still going for it? What are you doing? You don't know. You don't know what she's at.
I can do the two things. I can help you find whatever you're finding, or cut it off again. Try to cut it off again.
Let me have one more opportunity at this.
Yep. I'd like to remind, I know it's a heated moment, but there's something in the party that adds to skill checks. Just saying. That's not magical.
Are you talking about the helping thing?
No, you can't help on this one.
I'm pretty sure inspiration's magic.
I got this covered. Hold
It's
on.
not magical.
Really?
Hold on.
Oh my
Hold on.
god, I give all the inspiration. You can do it. I have pom-poms in my hands. I have pentagrass. I make a sign out of the hash.
Did you paint the sign with the blood? So it's like a black and red? Okay. It's like it says, go Samuel in red and black.
Dexterity check again?
Yes, and what is your inspiration die? Yeah, that is not magical.
Oh my god.
I thought it was magical.
No.
I thought it was too. Oh my god.
No, your charisma, you're such a positive influence on your party that it's your presence, it's your faith in someone that gives them the confidence to exceed their normal boundaries. It's not magical at all. Where guidance is magical.
So,
I believe. I think it's a D6. Hold on.
so
Nasi, please ask your question.
Is this an ability check?
This is technically
It's a
ability
D8.
check, yeah. There's just not one that lines up.
I'd like to use a luck point.
Okay. You know how everybody rolled? Okay. And would you like to roll a D8 inspiration?
Yes.
I
So
did. I
on a
got 7.
27, you catch it and pinch it off. And you realize, if you let go of this, she's going to bleed out and die. You don't have to make a death save at this moment, Roselynn. But you do not stabilize either.
I'll let the party know. If y'all want her alive, I have to stay here.
What happens if we burn it? And
You would have to drain all the blood, and you will be burning his hand trying to burn this. And she'll lose below the leg anyways. Because it's severed. I mean, I'll let you, if someone has sewing proficiency, I will let you attempt to fix this medieval style, but I will make sure that there is the appropriate DC involved.
Take this piece of leather.
Look pretty. I don't think I have sewing. No. I have a quill. Doesn't help.
No, it doesn't help. You ran out of vein.
I'm guessing my hunting wouldn't help in this.
You would need like a block and tackle or like a weaver's kit or something that uses thread and needle.
God, hello?
Looks to shoot vigorously.
I have to try it. I pull out the emerald-colored stone.
You watch it fade to dust.
Oh, that's not good.
Thomas just standing there, or laying there, holding her blood in.
Thomas looks at Samuel and hands him the vein
Samuel,
back,
sorry. God dang it.
So, what is the party doing?
Test.
Test.
Okay, cool. I lost you when you were saying something about doing medieval style.
I will let you medieval try and fix this with thread and stuff. You have block and tackler. A thread and a needle is required.
I could potentially makeshift something like that.
Okay, I will let you attempt things here.
I have
I
a
don't know how Zuri feels about this, but I will let you try some shit.
God.
I'm not gonna do it. I want to set this up first. I'm gonna get piece like rope. I'm gonna de-string at least 5 feet of it.
I would say that you take enough time. You don't have to roll a skill check for that.
Okay, and then
you
I
have enough
have
sharp objects and enough rope to eventually get it right.
and then I have a coil feather
Okay.
that I'm going to burn the tip of the coil feather over the fire, and then I'm going to use my blade to sharpen it, and then make like a makeshift hole.
Check.
Okay.
I have a small knife. She holds up like her little teeny letter opener.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty confident in your ability. This is gonna work well.
He holds up
Test,
like
test.
small. Yeah, I can hear you.
I have a little teeny tiny letter opener.
Yeah, he was just sharpening that. But he uses your blade, your
Okay.
dagger, your letter opener. That works.
I'm gonna test the sharpness on my hand.
Yeah, it seems to, feel real sharp. Could puncture your skin, given that you put pressure on the it's not, outer skin, which is made to literally not be punctured.
Okay, I'm gonna break off the part where it connects to the feather.
Okay.
So it looks like a small, I guess, needle.
Mm-hmm.
Looks to the rest of the party. We could try to stitch her up. And he hands it to someone else because he's not good with this.
Samuel looks at him and says, I'm literally keeping her from
Maad?
bleeding out.
Are you here?
Yes, I am.
Gosh darn it.
The only thing I can think, cutting the
Hello?
leg to drain the blood away. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Cutting the leg to drain the blood away and then trying to torch it quickly as Samuel moves his hand away.
So you're, just to make sure I understand, Samuel looks up at him. Just to make sure I understand, you're going to swing with a sword and you want me to move my hand quickly as it comes down.
No. No,
How far?
I meant,
How far is your hand up there?
Far enough to keep the blood from coming out.
No, I meant drain the blood from the wound where your hand is, and then put the torch in there as you pull your hand away. That's the only thing I can think of right now. Although, I want to look at the ash around where she's been bleeding on it. Is it clumping?
With the ash a little bit, yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Welcome back.
What about the possibility of getting enough ash to put in there and... Nah, it won't work.
Pack the wound with something?
You would have to hope that
Basically.
it clumps before she bleeds out.
Right.
And there's no guarantee anything in there is going to be any beneficial.
So,
The
you have a needle potentially perform medieval surgery on the artery. You have a sword, which last time when you attempted to take out the leg, opened up a secondary wound. And Samuel, who is freezing cold, exhausted, is holding on for dear life to this serrated artery.
Looks to the rest of the group. What are we going to do? Or what are...
Our best option is to sew it. However, and I hold my hand up, my hands are shaking. There's no way I can do it. Out of character, I don't have a good medicine.
It's not a medicine.
No.
Samuel, do you reposition yourself and try to find the other end? Then if this is the
Yes.
end? Okay.
Yes.
Give me an attempt to... I'll say investigation check.
Wait.
Do you want to be inspired?
I would love to be.
Go, Samuel! You can do it! You're the best! You got this!
Here we go. Luck point.
Okay. It's your last one, right? No, 2.
I have one more.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Using the first?
Yeah.
Okay. Takes you about a good minute or so, but you eventually do come upon it. Without having, doing any other potential injuries you don't feel. So now Samuel is holding both ends of the artery. He is unable to sew.
I'll do it,
Hi.
but I'll... like I said, my hands are shaking. Illiyanna, you said you'll try?
I'll try.
Or is it Antlyn?
Looks
I think Antlyn would be best. That way you can inspire him.
Okay.
Alright, Antlyn.
Which...
Samuel is moving and pulling them taut next to each other and holding them. You probably have one attempt at this before his hands are... He is exhausted to the point he can no longer do this. As this process has taken probably 5 minutes and he has to put full pressure. So if he even lets go of a little bit, it will bleed.
Do we have advantage?
You do not have advantage.
We do?
You do not. I don't think so.
Oh, no.
Can I give my advantage away?
Nope, only 4 retweets so far. That's not even everyone in the party has retweeted yourselves.
Jesus, okay. Well...
I need a
There goes
dexterity check.
nothing. Straight dexterity, right?
Straight dexterity. Plus whatever
Illiyanna.
rolls on the D8.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, it's a 1. Ruel, you could do it. I believe.
Antlyn starts getting in there. Illiyanna playing nurse with one of the bandages wiping the sweat off Antlyn's brow. Maad pacing back and forth like a worried mother with her son in the ER. Antlyn begins to thread the needle through, thread the needle through, thread the needle through. It starts getting attached to the point where it has been serrated. As he punctures through the first, there's a secondary tearing. It slips through Samuel's hands. And Roselynn, I need an immediate death saving throw.
Can I use inspiration on death saves?
No,
Okay, I just...
she can't hear you.
No.
Can I use... I apparently have a nat 20 on here. I don't know how long it's been on here.
You can use the nat 20.
I like to use nat 20.
You wake up for a brief second. You may utter one thing before you drop unconscious again because you're still bleeding out. Your artery has been severed. A nat 20 will not put your arteries back together. It'll give you a momentary kind of coming back around and will reset the death saves. But you still have an injury inconsistent with life.
Gods, I'm sorry for what I've done.
And she just goes unconscious again. You've lost it. She still maintains bleeding. What are you guys doing?
Are my death
You're
things
You're-
cleared out?
I always give them an attempt to do something before I make you roll. It's like a group turn and then your turn.
It tore through.
What do you mean it tore through? What'd you say, Chris?
I'm going to yell at the light. If there's anybody there, come help us, please.
Maintains the glow. Anyone doing something to intervene in Roselyn's condition?
Can I...
You have one inspiration left, correct?
I've got 2, because I'm level 5.
If nobody else has a plan,
Can we try and get... we could try and get the 2 pieces back together, but...
You can. They're both lost. Samuel's hands just shaking from, overexertion.
Samuel's going to try again, see if he can try to get him.
All right, give me a dexterity check, Samuel, to get the bleeding part first, obviously.
Yep.
You go up. You see him almost, 6 inches past his wrist. Samuel, it's all the way up in her groin. The whole artery has retracted itself back because of the blood loss. Rousing does that.
He'll look at the party. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you can go. These she's re-cleared. So
Okay.
This is the first one.
He looks at the party. He goes, "I can't get it again."
then if no one else has any objections, I'm going to try to cut it.
It's not cutting. The thing is, the artery's back up in her. It's not in her leg. It's up in her.
So it's bleeding inside her abdomen.
Potentially, you don't know how far up it is, but he knows it's no longer within reach.
Can I make a tourniquet? Is that a thing I can do?
You could attempt to make a tourniquet, but based on this, you have to put a tourniquet between two, on a long bone, between 2 joints. If this is past her hip, there's no way to tourniquet it.
Oh,
I will give you that for free without making you roll medicine.
thank you.
Again, who thought paramedicine and D&D would mix so well?
You're funny.
So, Antlyn is saying the best chance you have now is to amputate. Samuel doesn't think it will help, but Samuel, do you think it will hurt?
I don't think it will hurt. No.
Anyone against Antlyn bringing down the scimitar and hopefully not rolling another natural 1? So we've had plenty of them tonight already.
Make it quick,
So-
and well, if it doesn't work, we'll try looking for the. Oh, I hate saying this. The artery from inside the abdomen cut.
All right, Antlyn. No pressure to not roll another natural one.
Yeah, no pressure.
I
Spire?
can't.
He just needs to not roll crap, to be honest with you, in order to be able to hit his target. He rolled a 1. Yeah, he brings it down about 3 or 4 inches below the hip, and there's a sickening breaking of bone as the scimitar finds its way all the way through. The leg kind of rolling off to the side. Blood just quickly bleeding from the wounds. Dripping out.
Can we see the artery?
You can give me an investigation check, man.
Illiyanna would be looking to.
Give me an investigation. You don't immediately see it. You think it's probably a little bit farther up between the pair of you. Technically, Samuel, you can make another attempt to reach for it if you'd like. Before I have to force a death save.
Okay.
Can I? You can do it. You can inspire, hopefully.
Okay, I'll let you. I hadn't resolved it yet, and you don't know the room. You can't seem to find it. It's in there, you know, you just can't get a grasp of it. Death save, please, Roselynn. Okay.
Samuel, is it too far up to burn?
I don't know. I can't find it.
Accepted.
What do you guys do?
If
Do you want to give it one more try, or
we can't find it, we can't use magic. I don't have anything to make like a little clamp because we can't find it. Even if I could find it.
But it's a little bit rope, you could tie it off. The thread.
Yeah, with the thread, if we could see it.
Gonna make another attempt, Samuel? I think she's got one more inspiration left for you.
Yeah.
I do.
Let's do this.
Okay. Hold on. That's a 4. That's better.
Death save, please, because he did interact with the bleed. Roselynn, you regain consciousness. You look down, and one of your legs is missing. Samuel basically has his hand relatively close to your crotch as he's fishing around looking for this artery. You see this. What do you utter? We're going unconscious again. She got 20'd again.
Good.
She gets these momentary lapses of consciousness. It's like the worst anesthetic ever. Worst anesthesia ever.
With all due respect, quit hogging all the damn nat 20s.
What do you say?
there's
Roselynn?
some?
What is Roselyn's reaction to what she sees where she passes out again?
Oh, what the fuck?
There it is. Head hits again. Samuel, you do not find it. What is the party going to do?
Samuel looks at the party and tells him, I can't find it.
Can I try?
Sure. Dexterity check, sorry.
I have a net 20. I'm gonna use it.
Okay. What's your modifier?
I think it's probably a 0. Because it's a 10. If it's a dex check.
You have a nat 20 from donation?
Yep.
You reach up and you find it. Only because his donation at 20. You wouldn't have met the DC otherwise. Because Samuel rolled a 24 and failed.
Oh. That's scary. Found it!
Antlyn, quickly tie it off this time.
Okay.
You can do it.
You're just
Oh,
tying it
God.
up or tying it not. You're fine. There's so much here. Illiyanna pulls it, and there's like about a foot worth of artery to tie off.
Oh,
You
God!
could tie the artery off by itself. With itself.
Alright. I'll tie it with the bow tie. With the little...
Hey,
with
I just
ears.
figured you actually get an actual bow tie out. You just put it around
No,
your
no.
arteries. Now you look fancy.
I'm doing the bunny ears.
Okay, so Roselynn is no longer bleeding out via her femoral artery. You look up to her, white as a ghost, as her body collapses into ash, the injuries from her abdomen killing her.
No!
Just
No!
scatters the armor there, and just almost like a cascading down.
What happened?
I don't know. What?
I thought... Roselynn?
Sorry, Roselynn, I couldn't save you again. This is happening all over.
You saw... Isn't it what you saw in yours?
I
Roselynn?
couldn't save any of you in mine. But we have to get you all to safety. No, I'm not gonna let it happen again. No. Okay, Sam, please get back in the bedroll.
Sam,
We'll get
need
you
to make
warmed
an
up.
investigation check.
Okay, give me just a moment.
Yeah,
Can I inspect the ash? Or is it the same kind of ash that she
Same
dissolved
ash,
into?
yeah.
Her upper armor went to ash too?
I thought her arm
No, he
was
said
left
the
behind.
armor's left.
Okay.
Just her gears left. Oh, you feel silent. You feel fine, but give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Samuel makes his steps over and he just stops. Sammy, your chest hurts a lot.
Samuel clutches his chest and just starts breathing heavily.
What's wrong?
You watch him
Samuel?
fall to the side and go unconscious.
Take the water skin and wash the blood away from his hands.
There is where Antlyn was working. He jabbed Samuel. Samuel didn't feel it because of the numbness. And you see black marks all the way, up through his sleeves as he's wearing monk garbs. Down his hand.
I don't feel so good.
You're unconscious.
That's why I don't feel so good.
You open his robes up.
Oh yeah,
You see the blackness has reached his heart. And
that was too fast.
he just collapses into ash. Dead.
Samuel?
Alan just slams his fist into the ground.
Illiyanna, check your hands.
Okay.
Antlyn, check where your hands were in it.
Just uses the water skins,
Yeah, you
cleans
wipe
them
it
off.
off. None of you have any injuries.
I'm okay. Are you okay, Antlyn? Are you okay, Maad?
No. It's
No
not
injuries,
supposed
right?
to happen.
No injuries that seem to be infected.
No, go ahead. We just lost 2 of our own.
I know.
Oh.
Trust me, I know. This is not supposed to happen.
Whatever that creature did to her leg, it's not normal.
You think?
No. I mean, creature wasn't exactly what you'd call natural either, I don't believe. What do we do now?
Take a look at the light. Is it changed at all?
Mm.
Can I gather up, like, Roselyn's and Samuel's things? Because their stuff was still there, right?
Yeah, her armor's there. His robes are there.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the bedroll.
What's that first part?
Looking at the ash where they disappeared.
Okay. They just have been turned to ash. Death seems to result in becoming one with the land. As if almost the soul has somewhere to go.
Are we in the afterlife?
The what?
I don't think we're dead. Unless it was something like Samuel and Roselynn died and now they're back alive. Why would we be? I don't know where here is. The map still showed we were in Lakehelm.
Map. Can we use that to head towards where the direction the light is in? Is that the direction we're supposed to be heading? To get to the weapons? Do you think, maybe?
Maybe? Right now, from what I can tell, at least from what I've been told, it's just a big bright light and there's mountains in the distance.
That's all you know.
That's all I know.
If I move where the ash was, where Samuel was and Rosin, is it, the same as before?
You mean like it's still ash? Yeah, it's just a little bit more ash piles.
Maybe they're not. Maybe they're not gone.
Yeah. Did we get any closer to the mountains?
You made perception. You can't tell. In your heart, you want to believe yes.
Okay. We have to keep moving on, bring their things, and go to this light. We gotta find out what it is.
You can't tell, Illiyanna.
That was for. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know if the light's magical or not. I can't tell. She goes over and gives Maad a hug. Gives Antlyn a hug. It'll be okay.
It's already past okay. Let's get to the light and find out what this is.
Illiyanna's got all their gear, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna fold up his bedroll, put it away, and nod slowly before looking to the other two.
Start walking.
Okay. You guys continue on. Another, what seems to be 12 hours, Antlyn. I'm not sure if we're getting any closer. I'm tired. What do you guys do?
I think we need to stop and take a break.
Maad?
Okay, but we take watches.
Okay.
You go through, making sleep in camp on this field of ash. Let's say Maad, the night never changes. Maad taking the first watch, Illiyanna the second, Antlyn takes the last half. Before you look what rations you have, what water you have, realizing you see nothing edible or water in your day's travel. And you set out again, I assume.
Yes.
You travel for about 6 hours before you come to a spot. And I need all three of you to make me dexterity saves. So, I'm putting you in how I assumed. Illiyanna in the middle, Maad on one side, Antlyn on the other side. That would be the appropriate marching order, correct?
Yeah.
Maad would actually be a little bit ahead of everybody.
Okay. The ground starts to crack open as Maad slips, as part of it just tilts. And he starts going down into almost this black void below. Illiyanna.
Yep.
You rolled high enough, as you see.
Uh-huh.
And you are the closest. He is holding on just by a grasp. Are you going to go for him? Understanding that the ground is uneven and it is still tumultuous.
Yes.
Alright. Make me an athletics check.
Dang it.
I know. Antlyn, you're just too far away. You rolled really well, but you get down, you slide. You grab Matt's hand as you just kind of putting yourself there, holding him up. Matt, you're basically being held by her over this black, bottomless void.
Try to climb out.
Give me an athletics check.
Inspire him?
You did get a long rest, so technically again.
Okay. Come on, Maad. You can do it. Inspired.
Yeah, easily pull yourself up. Yeah, you use her as she's, wedged herself with her second half of her dice roll for the athletics. All built in there, Fireflies.
Oh,
As you get your hand around, like a kind of a jutted piece of rock, you see as she turns herself, Maad, and she's gone into the bottomless void. The rock that she had prepped herself on cracking, and she's gone. She knows what she rolled on the other half of her die.
Yeah.
And she just plummets in the
I
darkness. Antlyn
screaming
getting
her
at this
name.
point to the other side. You just see her just the last as she falls, just reaching out and just the ground cracking again and almost evening out as it is swallowed. And Maad, you are sitting there and the ground is completely smooth again. No cracks. Nothing.
No.
As Illiyanna has been consumed by the afterlife.
What happened?
Ground opened up. I got away from it, but she fell in. Now she's gone too. Now it's just you and me. This is not good.
Alan's gonna walk over to where she was and move some of the ash out of the way and see if anything happens.
Nothing happens. Just solid ground.
Fine. You
He's
wanna
gonna-
play this way? Antlyn, get on the broom with me.
Alan's gonna take a moment to start with his non-magical short sword. Just start stabbing into the ice.
Yeah, it slowly chips away.
I have a shovel.
Yeah. Every time he just chips away at it, he just says no, 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 no.
You see as you get and you take I would say you probably got a good 10, 15 minutes before you need to take a breather. Just like even a few second breather. You see the ice slowly reform. In the matter of seconds that you took your break, the ground levels out.
Alan just slowly stands, shoots his blade, and looks to Maad and gets on.
Go as fast as possible towards the light.
Fly.
I gotta find out what this is.
12 hours, 16 hours, 20 hours. You don't seem to be getting any closer to the light.
What are you? Why are you doing this to us? Fine.
Keep flying.
Yeah.
I need con saves from both of you. Both have been up for over 26 hours at this point. Antlyn. He's flying, muttering to himself, Antlyn, as all of a sudden the broom just... You see Maad fall, impacting into rocks as you go head over heels as he did not pass his DC 10 save and passed out on the broom. You begin to plummet towards the ground. You can give me an acrobatics to soften the fall.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of tuck and roll a little bit, avoiding any dangers. The broom kind of impacts into the ash. And, Matt, you can see the kind of the ash falling where Maad had impacted. Antlyn, what are you doing?
He's just going to Matt is still on the ground unconscious, right?
You saw where he impacted. You're probably about 150 feet away.
Yeah, his room's with me, or is it with him?
It's somewhere in the middle. It collapsed.
Okay. I'll start running over towards him.
Okay. I sent a DM. You begin kind of running in that direction, 150 plus feet out. Running as hard as you can. Are you looking for the broom on your way, or you just screw that? Antlyn, answer your question. Sparks.
1 second. I gotta read it.
No, I asked you a question. In voice. Are you looking for the broom, or are you just going directly to Maad?
Probably go after Maad. I'm not gonna worry about the broom right now.
Alright, you come to him. He is bloodied, bones broken, smacked headfirst off a rock, but seems to have, in the time that it took you to run, stabilized.
Okay. Whatever bandage that I've left, I'm gonna try to wrap him up as best as possible.
Yeah, you address the minor cuts and scrapes. But he is completely unconscious.
Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Samuel and pull out my bedroll and use whatever rope I have left to drag him.
Okay. You set this up, and you start rolling, making your way towards the light. Make me a con save, because you've been up over 28 hours, we'll say now.
Okay.
The eyes are getting heavy, but you're able to continue on. Are you going to continue pressing?
At this point, no. He's gonna stop real quick and look at Maad.
It's stable.
Oh, it'd be a lot easier if you were awake. Just really tired. He's only sitting down for right now.
Yeah, I figured you're on your knees, just kind of taking a breather.
I don't know if you can hear me, Maad. Yeah, drink a little bit of water. Look to Maad and just say, I don't know if you can hear me or if you're going to wake up anytime soon. But we're not going to end up like the rest of them. And because they're all gone, we still need to continue forward, right? And he'll struggle to get back up to his knees and continue to drag Maad to the light.
Alright, you continue dragging him in this field of ash. Give me another Constitution saving throw. Continues just to soldier through. We're at 28 hours. Continuing to push and drag with everything you have. And still, you are no closer to the light. Give me another Constitution saving throws if you're continuing to push. Again, you start to feel tired. So very tired as you collapse face down into the ash. Maad, still unconscious. None of you able to protect or defend yourselves. Maad, you start to stir. Your head hurts, your body aches. You have the taste of blood in your mouth. And you're in a bedroll.
What's going on?
There's no response.
You said I had broken bones, or was that...
It seemed like it. You're otherwise fine, you can move. Everything's sore. You probably busted a rib.
Okay. Then I slowly make my way out of the bedroll.
You see Antlyn face down, unconscious.
Immediately
with a
move over and turn him over.
He's just passed out due to exhaustion.
Okay, good. Let him sleep. Put his head under the bedroll, or
Move
over
into the bedroll.
Yeah. And keep watch till he wakes up.
Okay.
Sitting there rocking.
Hours go by. It seems like days, Maad, to you. As he's out. You've never seen Antlyn sleep this long. It just seems it's quiet. You're alone. The ash. The memories of everyone dying in front of you. As you just stare at ash. As far as the eye can see. Before eventually there's a stirring in Antlyn. About 8 hours have passed.
Antlyn, you okay?
I assume there's no response from Antlyn.
Check his breathing.
Breathing fine.
It was much my imagination. Okay. Still rocking.
There's the 2 ropes there. Attach the bedroll. So you realize you've been being dragged.
Oh. Gonna try something different this time.
And you don't see
Light.
Rue flying anywhere. It's hours behind you at this point.
Yeah. Just staying alive is. Start dragging his body and away from the light this time.
Okay.
No, not
Back
gonna
on
play.
the path.
Yep.
Each step you make away from the light is colder than the last. And you're only 5 steps in it, we'll say at this point. Are you continuing?
No. No. So the light wants us. And turn back towards the light and continue towards it.
Alright, give me a con save, because you're going to be tracking this for a few hours. Before we'll see if Antlyn wants to wake up again. Yeah, it's hard work. It's dragging you down. The injuries hurt. That rib's hurting a lot. It's really painful. You are in pain, you are tired, but you can push on if you choose.
No. No, I would take a break.
Okay. Antlyn, are you with us? Sparts. You get a good breather in. You take some water and some food.
I thought we didn't have any water or food.
You had what you had on you.
Oh, okay.
But you had to ration whatever you had on you.
Okay.
There's just nothing around. Whatever you have is all you have to survive off of.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I've got water and food.
Okay. So take a little bit of it to replenish your energy as you push forward.
I would actually try to take a small nap.
Okay.
Checking on Antlyn first before, just to make sure
Still breathing.
he's okay and see if he's awake.
The only reason he's not awake is Sparts is not with us apparently.
Right.
So
So,
you sit down to sleep, Maad, and oh, it hurts a lot. You kind of wake up, your ribs just, it's a little bit hard to breathe.
how hard is it to breathe?
It's a struggle.
Start shaking my head back and forth. No, it's not going to be that easy. You can't take me that easily. Fight. At which point, I will try and stand back up.
Yeah, you get up. It's not comfortable.
And do my best to drag him along again.
Another con save. Each step is pain. Just staring at that light. What are you saying to yourself as Antlyn basically now is napping instead of unconscious?
We'd let it
As
happen.
you drag him.
Yeah. I'm not going to let it happen again. No, can't do it. I have to save at least him. I have to save them.
Yeah, your knees buckle, but you continue to push on if you like.
Oh, yeah.
Another
Have
con
to
save.
do it.
Just won't happen. Pick up the pace, focus out the pain, and continue to march. 16, 20 hours. Are you continuing to push?
Yep. To the point of or collapse.
Okay. Roll again. Sharp pain in your side. It's like you can't take a full breath. Sparts, are you with us? Someone send him a DM, please.
I did, like, multiple times. He's not answering.
As you stare at the light forced to your knees from pain, the inability to breathe. It's almost as if you're drowning in air. Can't fill the lungs. You gasp for breath, but it's not there. The missed injuries and the lack of medicine check, not seeing that that was a floating rib, and it pierced the first lung the first time you felt pain. Not addressed, now shattering, piercing the second one. You could not muster a full breath. You look, turn, probably tried to call it to Antlyn, I would assume.
Yes.
Just can't even get the words out. As Maad reaches out and just collapses, hitting the ground and turning to dust before Antlyn. Antlyn, are you there? Time seems to go on and on as the camera pans from Antlyn and all around the dust. Alone by himself on this plane, sleeping in a deep, deep sleep. Slowly but surely, these large, dark creatures of shadow slowly begin to circle Antlyn, moving in, claw by claw, waiting to see if there's a stir of life before taking their prey. Slowly begin to circle. The unconscious Antlyn. Antlyn, you shoot awake and you see these big, black, dark creatures made of shadow. You look back and there's just a pile of ash where Maad's clothes are. He seemed to have been dragging you when you passed out.
There's a clawed shadow?
There are a few of them that are circling you.
I'm gonna jump up and pull out my swords.
Mm-hmm. They seem to back slowly away, just biding their time. They sink back away, waiting.
I'd start looking around. Maad's not anywhere, right?
You see his clothes and a pile of ash.
He's gonna sigh and keep his blades out this time and keep going towards the light.
Okay. After a full rest, you push on for 20, 22, 24 hours. All behind you, these shadows just slowly bide their time. I need a Constitution save to continue to push yourself after 24 hours.
All right, hold on.
Mm-hmm. You continue to push yourself hard. I would say almost, are you running or are you just trying to conserve energy? Are you going for distance or time? Antlyn? Spards?
Sorry, I have to keep going in between Roll20 and Discord.
You going for distance or time?
Time.
Okay. Kind of picking up a pace and running. Why don't you roll me 3 more con saves and we'll take it from there. This way you can just come back. Okay. They're running. You start to lag down as your body's been undernourished, pushing past the 24-hour mark, pushing past the 26-hour mark. Your knees begin to get desperately weak around 28 hours, but the shadows are just as close as they were before, matching you for speed, just waiting. You realize that if your body doesn't hold out here, you're going to go unconscious. Do you continue to push forward? Sparks, if we do roll me a con save. You can come back to voice. You run forward, knees getting weak, before you stumble and fall to your knees, catching your breath. You look over your shoulder and shadows begin to come closer before they stop and scatter. You hear the soft jingling of what sounds like blades and holsters. And you look up, and there she is, Spartans, just standing there. You're all that's left, really.
I am.
Just you. Well, shall I make this quick and painless for you? You don't have anything that can hurt me. You're here by yourself. You've lost. This is game over.
He's gonna shake his head and then draw his blade, trying to stand.
And struggle towards your feet. He goes, you know, I thought I'd make Sirius proud. I did. So, in honor of my father and the fact that I'd rather he not kill me, I will make you one offer, Antlyn. A single offer. Do you understand me? And if you deny it, then we can come to blows, that's fine. I will unleash your friends from this hellscape and put you back to where you first started, and let you return to your lives, never having to feel the pain of your journey. Nor will I hunt you, because you will not possess the knowledge I was meant to kill you for. Do you choose your friends or their memories? She looks towards Antlyn. Well, I gave you an offer. What do you say?
I can't do that.
Very well then, she'll turn you to ash, like everyone else. She pulls both of her blades. I'll even give you the first hit. How about it? She kind of turns her cheek and taps it.
He's gonna strike out at her.
Just Antlyn State gets back full power, just looks both of his scimitars, basically knowing that you can't hurt her. That this is a fight you do not stand chance in and you cannot win. Fully aware, with almost a guttural scream of pain and anguish, he charges forth with his scimitar and slams into her visage as that bright white light just is upon you, Antlyn, and you cover your eyes. It's warm. You hear the sounds of water. And there is a fountain. And you note that there are four kind of braziers of ash around in this single fountain.
It's warm.
Yeah, it's like a spring day.
Am I able to look around or no?
Yeah. That's not what I want. Where is it? Where's this one? So, you look around and it's just a beautiful fountain. A forest around. Four braziers, each filled with ash.
Walk over to them.
You look at them, and it kind of piles with braziers, and they feel. You walk to one and you can feel almost a connection with Maad.
I'll reach out and touch it.
It's ash. You kind of stick your hand in it, it comes out and it. Really loud background noise.
Yeah, is there anything else I can do?
You look around the water. There's simply a female warrior standing there watching you. Long golden hair, armor made of almost like golden dragon scales. Scale mail. She just simply is sitting there and looking at you.
He's gonna tilt his head and just. Who are you?
You would know me as Acaen.
Acaen?
She nods. She walks towards him. So you were to be my champion.
You're a champion. Question mark. Or he looks
Did
better.
you say question mark out loud?
Yeah, I did.
God damn it. She says yes. The prophecy was quite clear. Six would enter. One would be fated to kill her. This was a competition. Hades told you there was always competition. That you would have to rise to the challenge. And I will bestow upon you a gift to kill the black. And only you. But you'll need to retrieve your weapon.
So, all my friends died because of a competition.
All your friends died so that we could have the strongest one. The one fated to kill the black. Do you not wish the power to enter? Become a great hero yourself?
Not alone.
So you would turn down this power?
If it means that my friends can come back, yes.
She walks over to a brazier, and she pulls almost a golden flame, lighting the first brazier. And there is kind of a glow as a wild Maad reappears. On the ground, gasping for air just as you died. But your injuries are healed.
Antlyn? What? I'm not in pain. Where are we? Look around.
Beautiful location. There's a fountain. There's now 3 braziers.
You made it to the light? Who are you? Hello?
She nods. Then the 2 of you. What do you wish the others?
What do you mean?
He was to be my champion. He was to kill the black on his own. He's the only one that survived.
I was dead?
Yes. Your rib from your fall.
How did I come back?
Because you were in a trial.
And the others? Can they come back too?
It depends on if you wish to do this the hard way or wish to the 2 of you take down the black.
We can't do it alone.
With the gift I bestow upon you, you could. You saw what happens if you fail.
She wished to give me a power that would make me fight the black alone, but I thought we were in it together. So I turned her down.
I want the others.
Walks over to another brazier, again a golden flame in hand, lights it. As from the ceiling, Illiyanna, you appear and fall square on your butt. It stings a bit.
Oh.
Runs over to her. You okay?
Maad!
You survived too. Good.
No, she died.
Oh. This is nice. You're okay. Did you get away? You, Antlyn. Okay.
You see there is only one brazier. Full. Walks over towards it. There is another brazier there, but it is not full. And walks over and another golden flame. And puts it down, lighting it. As Roselynn, you appear with your leg back on, screaming, in pain.
Moves over to her. It's okay, it's okay. The leg's still there.
She touches her leg.
Is the wound there?
The wound is not.
Can she feel it?
Your leg? No.
She can't feel her leg still.
Correct.
happened? Where am I? What's going on?
You died.
What?
Couldn't say. I'm sorry. But we're being given another chance, as long as we work together. Where's Samuel? Turning to, Icona.
He is not chosen. His soul was forfeit the minute he died.
Please.
It is not within my power.
Whose power is it within?
No one's. He was not special. Nor did he pass the trials.
He didn't.
He betrayed you. All of you.
Oh, wouldn't.
She touches the fountain, and you watch as Samuel betrays you, as you all, out of character, witnessed at the start of the trial.
He didn't know us.
That
Oh.
is not my fault. You traveled, you had time to introduce yourselves. You brought him into a trial for the chosen ones. He got you here.
Do we have a choice of who is amongst the chosen ones?
No, you might have, had you taken the initial offer, but you chose your friends.
What do you mean, might have?
The reward was to become a demigod. Motions to Antlyn. He passed that choice up. For your restorations.
But just some of ours.
All of yours that are possible. She lights the golden flame once more and walks over to the final brazier, lighting it as it burns. There's the flash of light, and against a pillar, Thomas. It's no longer cold, it's warm. You technically died within the trials. Therefore, your soul can be restored.
Oh, runs over to Thomas and hugs him hard.
By the way, you might,
Tears.
you might need to give him a moment because Nasi had no clue.
Hold on a minute. Thomas sits up like Mushu and Mulan. I live!
Roselyn's just is sitting there, like, too shocked. Like, she can't move. Like, she can crawl, but she's kind of just sitting there, like, very shocked and eyes wide.
So, Thomas looks around, just completely confused. You know, he looks over, he sees Roselynn, he goes, "Come on, girl, you can do it. You can make it."
There's a visible
What we
eye
did?
twitch. And she just
She
He
rolls
holds
her
up for
eyes.
action. Would you do it for a Roselynn snack?
She can't
She-
feel her
she-
legs.
She can't walk, Thomas. She can't
So
feel
no
her-
more kicking of the halfling?
No more kicking.
No.
I
But
missed
you're
y'all.
back.
Hey, Illiyanna, come here.
You're
Illiyanna,
Yeah? You're alive.
come here.
Oh.
Come here.
I mean, I'm hugging you. I can't get any closer.
Kisses her cheek. I can't breathe. The ribs. Tiny bones.
You told me to get closer.
Why do you smell funny? Have you bathed? I'll take that as a no. I don't care. Kisses her cheek again.
Oh.
Roselynn, you feel yourself pulled to the water
What?
by Acaen. She dips her hand down in the water. Drink.
Drink. She'll drink it.
There's a small sensation at the ball of your foot that you have not felt in some time.
She can feel again.
She can. It's starting to come back. It's like numb, like.
Who are you?
I am Acaen. And your honor, your valor and determination has seen you through.
You were one of the ones that chose me.
All honor can be lost, as all honor can be redeemed. You have come far, Roselynn, as the rest of you have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She smiles.
Thank you.
Your job is not done, and it is remarkably harder that there are only 5 of you now. There is no more safety. When you leave here, you will be overlooking what most of you know as the Endless Plains. Follow it to the east. Find the ledges before finding the stairway. There you will find Ekrin's Hollow. You have little time to spare if you want to be equipped before she meets you there.
Thomas nods.
Your families have entered a slumber, as the promise was. They are beyond her reach. Should you win, they will be returned to their lives knowing nothing of their time away. Should you lose, we will keep them safe. Albeit in the afterlife, they will never know the pain of death.
Thank you.
She nods.
Thank you.
She motions towards, where each of the things were beds. Now sleep. You need your rest. You have a long journey still ahead of you.
Thomas yawns. Oh, with all due respect, what did I miss?
They'll tell you. Don't you worry. And she simply steps up and nods to all of you respectfully. Walks towards the edge of this kind of fountain that has a dome over it. And as she exits the fountain, just a bright golden light that dissipates.
Thomas looks around, kind of yawning. I shouldn't be tired. I slept for a while, I think. How long have I been gone?
What's today?
You have no clue the time passed. It's been very weird.
Does Thomas still have all his equipment?
You do. Okay. To Roselynn, it's been maybe a week. To Illiyanna, it's been like a week and a half. To Maad, it's been like 3 weeks. And to Antlyn, after everything is said and done, it feels, Antlyn, like you were alone for months since Maad died. Time has worked odd here.
With all due respect to everybody, I think it's time to go stab this bitch when it stabbed me and stole my hat.
She took your hat.
Took your
Oh,
hat?
the helmet. She
Oh,
has.
yeah. How did she?
He killed you. Gotcha.
Ah,
I agree. Let's get her a rest. What?
Nothing. It's okay.
All right, who wants to cuddle? Not Roselynn. Antlyn, you're up.
We can rest and we can tell you all about it. It's been a week and a half, I think.
Longer. Since
He
you
point-
died.
He points to the opposite end where she
What?
disappeared. Who's that over? He points to the opposite end where she disappeared. Who's that over there?
Looks.
Was it Kona?
Yeah, nobody's over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Almost falls asleep when y'all turn y'all's heads.
Puts him in a bedroll.
Well, there's actual beds.
But really, puts him in a bed. Tucks him in.
Yeah. Bed.
Is there
No
actually,
tickles.
Oh, what do you say, Roselynn?
how much feeling do I have in my legs?
You're coming back
Oh.
pretty quickly.
They are. Is it
Yeah,
enough
enough to
for
stand.
her to?
I still help her.
You need a little bit of help
Sure.
getting up, but once you kind of get on them, the pins and needles start to go away slowly.
Oh God. I can walk. I can move. I have feelings.
You can?
She is standing, so that's a pretty good sign.
Illiyanna gives you a hug.
Oh, squeezing. She hugs back.
She can walk, Maad.
I see this. This is great. I want to check to see whether Elder's Blast works.
They do.
Oh, good. Magic is back as well.
Oh. Good.
Helps Roselynn get into the bed.
Thank you.
Walks Illiyanna over to her bed. And then walks Antlyn to his. And then finally climbs into my own.
The night goes by, most peaceful rest, which you haven't seen in a very long time. Probably since the Druid encampment. As you stir awake in the morning, you find yourselves surrounded in a small cave facing over the endless plains, as there is, each of you waking up at the same time, almost as if it was said, and you hear as Colonel and the other chocobos are sitting right there. And that is where we'll end tonight's episode of Legacy of Acaen.
Firefly's so happy she's crying.
Shut up.
The only one.
They're all crying.
Hugs.
Let's be honest here.
Oh my gosh.
Hugs you in and out of character.
Roselynn may have been AFK for a bit. So, thank you to Mixer for you guys watching. We get into it. You guys are now on the path to the final battle. Everything but behind you, and just the end of this first arc or so, the opening to this legacy campaign left. So, from all of us here on the channel, we'll see you around midnight. We have a lot more fun going down. Say goodbye to Mixer, everybody.
Bye,
Mixer.
Thanks for coming.
Thank y'all.
Bye, guys. See you next Friday.